It had been a long and exhausting day. Jesus spent hours teaching people near the Sea of Galilee. Crowds gathered around him, listening closely, bringing their questions, worries, and hopes. As evening approached, Jesus told his disciples to get into a boat and cross to the other side of the lake. He stayed behind, choosing to spend time alone in prayer. The disciples set out as the sun disappeared. At first, the water was calm, but as night fell, the wind began to rise. Waves crashed against the boat, and the journey became dangerous. The disciples were skilled fishermen, yet even they struggled. The boat was pushed back and forth, and fear began to settle in. They were far from shore, tired, and surrounded by darkness. In the middle of the night, as the storm grew worse, something unexpected happened. The disciples noticed a figure moving toward them on the water. Their hearts raced. No one walks on water. Terrified, they cried out, thinking it was a ghost. Then they heard a voice they knew. "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." It was Jesus. He was calmly walking toward them, standing above the waves as if the storm had no power over him. The wind still howled, the water still raged, but Jesus remained steady and unshaken. Peter, one of the disciples, spoke with a mix of fear and faith. "Lord, if it's really you," he said, "tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus answered with just one word, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat. The waves were strong and the water was deep, yet he walked on the surface of the sea. As long as Peter kept his eyes on Jesus, he stayed above the water. But the moment he noticed the wind and the size of the waves, fear took over. His faith weakened and he began to sink. Peter cried out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. Jesus lifted him up and said, "You have little faith. Why did you doubt?" Together they climbed back into the boat. At once the wind stopped. The waves grew calm. The storm that had filled them with fear only moments before was suddenly gone. The disciples were amazed. In that quiet moment they looked at Jesus and said, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This story is not only about a miracle long ago, it speaks to our lives today. The boat represents the places where we feel safe. The storm represents the problems and fears we face. The water represents the risks that feel impossible to overcome. Jesus, walking on the water, reminds us that no storm is greater than him. He is not shaken by chaos or fear. Peter stepping out of the boat shows us that faith means trusting Jesus even when the situation looks impossible. And when Peter began to sink, Jesus did not leave him behind. This teaches us that faith does not mean we will never struggle or doubt. It means that when we cry out for help, Jesus is always ready to reach out his hand.